a great Wednesday. If you have missed out on my confidence series, it started at Life University on Friday. I did a 4 hours of CE credits, and one of the things that we talked about was confidence, because obviously our chiropractic philosophy is about being at 100% of our potential, right? And if we don't, hey Matthew, if we don't have, or when you don't have confidence, that limits your optimum potential from flowing through you. So here are four things that I have discovered, and I'm sure you've discovered as well. Hey Maria, really impact your confidence. So number one, how do you look to you? Like some of you would never get on Facebook Live if you had this thing right here. It's like this. Have you ever had one of those like zits that is like under your skin and no one else can see it, but you can feel it? I have one of those. And some of you, it would bother you so much, you would never get on Facebook Live. That's not something that bothers me. So how do you look to you? Not how does anyone else perceive you, because you cannot control anyone else's perceptions of you. It's how do you look to you? What makes you feel good in your reflection? Oh, but Barbara, I don't want to be superficial. Okay, whatever. But how do you look to you? What is it that you do about your physical being that when you step out, you feel good? Like you just feel good showing up in life that way. And it's different for everybody. And if you're like, oh, well, people should just accept me the way I am. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how do you look to you? Do you like your own reflection? If not, change it, because it does impact your confidence. All right, so then number two is be in the know. I've really been like acutely aware and listening lately to people who say, oh, I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know how to do that. I just don't know this. I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. You are not a victim of I don't know. You're not. You're not a victim of you don't have enough money. You are not a victim of I'm overweight. You are not a victim of I'm too skinny. You are not a victim of I'm a mother. You're not a victim of anything, because whatever you set your mind to, you can do it if you really and truly focus on it. And sometimes that means get help to do it, right? So if your dream is out here and I'm here and you're not sure the next step to take, don't say, I don't know. Instead, ask, who knows? What's one thing that I can do right now to put me in the know to get there? Like, for instance, I think a lot of individuals, and this is really number three, is don't worry about what other people think of you. They're not thinking of you. They're not. You're super important. Hey, Howard Bloom. You're super important to you. You're not super important to the people that you're worried about, that you're thinking that they're thinking about you. They think I'm stupid. They think I'm this. They think I'm that. They're not thinking about you. I'm sorry. They're not thinking about you. And if they are, and you have an issue, go up and ask them. I was just on a coaching call, and my client was sharing with me that in this particular work environment that she's in, that this one lady isn't particularly like friendly. And I'm like, okay, well, have you asked her? Like, do you have an issue with me? Like, what's the problem? And I'm sure most people don't do that. But why have any kind of negative thoughts in your mind about anybody if you have the power to change it? If I think, like I see Nick, and Nick and I are, like, I don't know, we're in a networking group together, or we're in this thing or whatever, I can just go up to Nick and be like, hey, Nick, I may be picking up something you're totally not laying down, but I get the feeling like we either started off on the wrong foot or there's like some weird juju here. What's up? Only Nick knows. The other guy in the group, Howard, he doesn't know how Nick's feeling. Maria doesn't either. Only Nick knows. So go up to them. You have the power to change it. Be in the know. The third one is all in massive action. You will not grow your confidence doing small things. You won't. I'm inconsistent things and small things, right? So think about all of business. There was a point you didn't even there was a point in time you didn't even know how to do a chiropractic exam. There was a point in time you had no idea how to run a practice. There was a point in time you didn't know your spouse's first name. There was a point in time you didn't really know what to do during delivery. There was a point in time, like we don't know about a lot of things, but we take massive action in order to discover them. Now, if all I do is a little bit, I'm going to keep like losing my place. I take a little step and I lose my place. I take a little step and I lose my place. It's just too easy to get blown off course. So you have to be all in and take massive action. Hey, Rita. Rita and I went to high school together. How cool is that? All right, so here's the other thing. So your confidence grows because of your habits, right? So 3 steps, I learned these from Rachel Hollis. 3 steps about your habits. Number 1, every habit starts with a trigger, right? My alarm goes off. That's the trigger. Then the second step is action. What is the action that you take when your alarm goes off? Do you get up and you're super happy? Do you hit the snooze button 10 times? What do you do? Hey, Dina. So number 1, trigger. Number 2, action. Number 3, reward. So just like this with confidence, right? So the trigger, oh man. All right, so the first one was, how do you look to yourself? So the trigger is about your confidence. I look at my reflection. I don't like what I see. I didn't say what anyone else sees. I said what you see. So the trigger, I look at myself. I don't like what I see. What am I going to do? Like right then, my habit has been that I don't do much to change it. So then the reward is I feel crappy about myself. Now, flip the script. Trigger, I look at myself. I don't like what I see. Second step, action. I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to go to the hair salon and see if they can do something with this. I'm going to, I'm just going to go to the Goodwill store and buy something that looks great, take it to the dry cleaners, and hey, Andrea, and get it cleaned, and then I can wear it. I don't like what I see. I'm overweight. Oh, start getting yourself in shape. We all know how to do that. I don't like what I see. I don't know, my eyes are set into my, like I have dark circles. Okay, like maybe go to a makeup counter, or if you're in the boot camp, go into the boot camp and ask the geniuses that are in that boot camp, like, what's like a natural thing that I can do for these dark circles under my eyes? Maybe it's, so action. So you can change your action, because guess what? Now you're going to get a different reward. All right, let's take a different one. So the trigger, I don't have enough new practice members. The trigger is I get worried about it. The action in the past is I just stress about it. No action. I don't really take any action, or I do random things. Like I'll sign up for 30 days on some Facebook marketing thing. I don't really take any action. Consistent, all in, massive action. I don't have enough new practice members. That's the trigger. My action in the past is I just randomly, like I do the Facebook thing, or I randomly do something, or I ask a practice member if they can, have me come and talk to their chamber. I do something, but it's little and it's not sustained. What's the reward? Oh, I told you so. Facebook marketing doesn't work. Oh, I told you so. Dr. Barb told us to do speaking. It doesn't work. Oh, I told you so, right? None of that leads to more confidence. So instead, the trigger, man, I wish I was serving more new practice members. The action, I'm going to actually take all in massive action. I'm going to be like Dr. Andrea Moses, and I'm going to start doing Facebook Lives with other chiropractors in my town who serve my same niche, because there's no way that I can serve everyone. New action, new practice members. I'm actually going to start doing those 10 easy steps for referral that Barbara has shared with us for years and years and years. New action. So you know what? I'm actually going to follow up with just one person a week that I met at my networking group. New action. Guess what? New reward. Confidence goes up. So if you haven't been getting my email series about the 3 steps to build your confidence, there's also going to be a bonus one, and that is don't worry about what other people think about you, because they're not thinking about you. The 3 steps. Number 1 is how do you look to you? not anybody else. You can't control how anyone else perceives you, but you absolutely control how you perceive yourself. Number two is, let's see, how you look to you, be in the know, all in massive action. And then the fourth one is stop worrying what other people are thinking about you. They're not even thinking about you. Sorry to burst your bubble, but they're not. You be so consumed with yourself and your own growth through habits, right? Which is trigger, action, reward. If you're not getting my confidence emails, you're really missing out. So what you can do is you can either pop your email address below and we'll make sure that you get them up to speed. The third one is going out today. Or you can Facebook message me with your email address. You could also send me an email, drbarbaraeaton.com. Here's the other thing. All of you that are joining me right now, Thursday, tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern, Mike Michalowicz and I are going to be here live. He is the author of Profit First. He is our keynote speaker at the Women's Chiropractic Leadership Summit, October the 26th at Life University. And he and I will be doing the VIP Mastermind, October the 26th at Life University. So I'll make sure I pop those links in below so that you can grab your ticket. Literally, you know what? Between now and the end of this year, none of you are going to be given an opportunity like that to be with a really super accomplished entrepreneur. I seriously doubt any of you are. The other thing is if you want your financial independence to grow, the biggest multiplier is relationship capital. The biggest multiplier is relationship capital. Do you think you're going to build your relationship capital more staying home than as opposed to coming to the Women's Chiropractic Leadership Boot Camp and the VIP Mastermind with Mike Michalowicz? That's where you're going to build the most relationship capital. That's the truth. So financial independence, this is from my friend Garrett Gunderson, relationship capital plus mental capital. And our mental capital is the ability to consistently apply that which we learn, which is confidence, right? Be in the know and take massive action. That's how your confidence goes up. Well, your relationship capital is who are the people that you know and what relationship capital do they have? He knows lots of people you don't know. And for those of you maybe who aren't aware, last year we had an A-list Hollywood actor that came to the Women's Chiropractic Leadership Boot Camp. Yeah, Hollywood actor, Glenmore Shower. So I can't tell you all the cool things that are going to happen, but I'm going to tell you, you'll have awful FOMO if you're not there. So October the 26th, Life University, the Women's Chiropractic Leadership Boot Camp, and the VIP Mastermind with Mike Michalowicz and I. Hey, Brenda and Amy, Janet, Andrea, Dina, Rita, Nick, Howard, Maria, Nathan, Sarah, Jen, Maria, Matthew, and I can't see any higher than that. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great day. If this has been helpful to you, share it. That's all. Thanks. See ya.